Greetings everybody. Well, our look at the Maze Runner film series now continues on with Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials. A mother leaves her scared, reluctant son, Thomas, with scientist Ava Page and troops of the organization Wicked. Thomas and other children are placed in a moving maze in a place known as the Glade as part of the scientific testing. Years later, shortly after being rescued from the maze, Thomas and the remaining Gladers are taken to a facility run by Mr. Jansen. He says that the facility is haven protecting them from the flare virus and the cranks and provides us supplies. Under Jansen's care, they discover that they were not the only people in the experiment and that many more mazes were constructed aside from their own. Thomas becomes suspicious of Jansen and investigates. With help from Eris, the first maze survivor to arrive in the facility from another maze, Thomas discovers that Wicked's leader, Ava Page, is still alive, and Jansen is working for Wicked when they discuss experiments on the immunes, and that Jansen has yet to find a resistance group in the mountains known as the Right Arm. The Gladers, including Eris, rescue Teresa and escape the facility to the desolate outside world, the Scorch. Jansen sends Wicked troops to track them down. The group arrives in an abandoned shopping mall and encounters the cranks, humans zombified by the flare virus. They escape, but Winston gets infected by one of them. By morning, Winston's infection becomes worse, which forces the others to let him kill himself to prevent his transformation. While crossing the desert, the group takes shelter in the abandoned facility from a deadly lightning storm. Inside, they meet Brenda and Jorge, who leads a dangerous band of survivors. Brenda and Jorge agree to take them to the Right Arm and abandon the other survivors. Wicked locates the facility and storms the place. Thomas and Brenda are left behind, as the rest escape with Jorge. As Thomas and Brenda escape the cranks, Brenda is infected. Thomas experiences a flashback of him and Teresa working for Wicked, in which Thomas tries to warn Teresa of Wicked's plans, only for both to be apprehended by Wicked's soldiers. As Thomas and Brenda reunite with the rest of the group, Jorge interrogates Marcus, a survivor who secretly works for Wicked, into revealing the location of the Right Arm. The group eventually arrives at a roadblock, where several people ambush them. However, two young women, Harriet and Sonia, recognize Eris and stands down. They take the Gladers, Brenda, Jorge, and Eris to the Right Arm's outpost camp, where other immune survivors are present. Vince, leader of the Right Arm, greets them. As Brenda's infection gets worse, Vince threatens to shoot her, owing to his step by Mary Cooper, a former Wicked scientist, reveals that Thomas was their informant, due to him becoming disillusioned with Wicked and having helped the Right Arm take down Wicked's illegal major operations ever since. As Mary halts Brenda's infection by using enzyme cure, Mary explains that the enzyme must be harvested from an immune's body, not manufactured, and that arguments over the methods of manufacturing the cure with Page led to Mary's departure from Wicked. Teresa goes Wicked to their location, since she still believes that Wicked's motivations are good, which leads to them being attacked by Wicked. Soldiers quickly overwhelm the rebels and line up the survivors in front of Page and Jansen, who arrive in a Berg, a very large aerial vehicle employed by Wicked as transportation. Teresa explains to Thomas that she got her memories back from Wicked whilst with Jansen. Mary is shot and killed by Jansen, and Wicked troops take the immune survivors, including Minho, Eris, and Sonia. With only a fraction of survivors left at the site, Thomas plans to kill Page and save everyone from Wicked. Dun dun dun. So now let's take a look at the production of this movie, beginning with the pre-production. On October 13th, 2013, almost a year before The Maze Runner's release, it was reported that Fox had started work on the Scorch Trials. It was revealed that T.S. Nolan, who had recently worked on the Fantastic Four reboot, would adapt Maze Runner The Scorch Trials, taking over for Noah Oppenheim, with the training director Wes Ball supervising Nolan's script. The other development of Maze Runner Scorch Trials suggested to me that Fox was confident in the potential success of The Maze Runner. On November 19th, 2014, John Pacino was confirmed to return to score the film. Creature designer Ken Bartholomew returned to design the cranks for the film. And now on to the casting. On September 26, 2014, Aidan Gillen was cast as Jansen, also known as Ratman. On September 30th, 2014, Rosa Salazar signed on to the cast as Brenda. Within the next few days, Mud star Jacob Laughlin and Giancarlo Esposito joined the cast as Eris Jones and Jorge, respectively. Nathalie Emmanuel was cast as Harriet, co-leader of Group B, on October 22, 2014, and Gareth McNamara as the other co-leader on December 22nd. On November 3, 2014, there were 2 additions to the cast, with Lily Taylor's Mary Cooper, a doctor who helps Thomas and the Gladers, and Barry Pepper's Vince, a survivalist who is one of the last remaining soldiers of a legendary unit called the Right Arm. And now, finally, on to the filming. On July 25, 2014, Ball announced at San Diego Comic-Con International that the studio wanted to start shooting in fall 2014, should its predecessor become a success when it hit theaters. On August 31, 2014, Ball announced they were about 9 weeks out from shooting. He also revealed, quote, "We are in New Mexico right now. We've got a crew in stages. We are rapidly approaching our shoot time. The sets are being built. A lot of the same crew is coming back. Most of the cast is coming back, except for the ones who were killed in the first film. The script is coming along," end quote. A week later, Ball told BuzzFeed that, quote, "We've got stages, we've got crews coming in, and Dylan O'Brien will be back in a few weeks. We're building sets, and the script is being written. It's a bit of a race this time because we're cautiously optimistic, but we're feeling excited. We're about to do something that's way more sophisticated, way more grown up, and set up a saga here," end quote. Principal photography commenced on October 27, 2014, in and around Albuquerque, New Mexico. Filming finished on January 27, 2015, lasting 94 days. Wow. So overall, as the follow-up to the first film, this one is actually pretty darn good. So, yeah, that's all I'll say about it. So, yeah. So overall, I give Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials 4 Grievers out of 5. Anyway, tune in tomorrow as we take the final film in the series, Maze Runner: The Death Cure. So, until then, remember everyone, wicked is good.